Well, good morning. It's September 26, 2020, which will forever be remembered as the year of the coronavirus COVID-19 virus. We're out here at Leon, Kansas. Normally, we would have been doing a bike MS ride with hundreds of other people. As you can see, there's not hundreds of people out here. Just myself and my buddy Dan. And we're going to do our own MS ride. Today they're doing a virtual ride with thousands of other cyclists around the nation. I just want to make a quick comment that in this year, here in America, we're honing in on a couple of million cases of COVID-19 and unfortunately over 200,000 deaths related to COVID-19. Just another quick statistic for you. As I speak today, there's 1 million people in the United States suffering from the issues they have with multiple sclerosis. And there's not a way to cure them. It's treatable with medication and services, but unfortunately, they're not going to ever not have MS. Funding's down, partially because of the pandemic. Services and medication are still needed for these people, for them to live normal lives or at least lives as the best they can. So if you're looking at this video and you've got a few extra bucks, consider donating to the National MS Society. It's a worthy cause. It will help many people, and it's just not funded normally except through donations. So give that some thought. I'll shoot some video today of our ride. We're going to do a gravel ride about a metric century. We're going to be going through the southern Flint Hills. Right, leaving at our Leon, Kansas. We'll go through some farm roads. Then we'll hit the southern Flint Hills. We'll do a descent on what's called Junkyard Hill, one of the most infamous ascents, but we're going down it instead of up it. And then we'll hit some old highway that's seldom used anymore, go into the historic town of Beaumont, where there's a historic hotel and restaurant with a grass airplane strip where people can fly in and taxi right up to the restaurant. And then we'll go into some more of the southern Flint Hills where there's some huge rollers. Then we'll finish up in some beautiful tree-lined, canopied farm roads. So join us for the ride. Thank you. So this is the start of our gravel day. This little road back of Leon, Kansas. And it'll get us out to the big gravel. But a nice little way to start the ride. So this is the start of the real gravel. We tried this route one other time before. Unfortunately, it was right after a thunderstorm and we hit a bunch of mud and had to abandon. I know this first part's pretty thick gravel, but this is the road we'll be going on east for quite a while. And it should be interesting and it should be dry because we haven't any rain for 2 weeks. Now we're getting out a little bit into the Flint Hills. Just a few miles into the ride. Just did a short, punchy, loose gravel climb where Dan and I almost both skidded out. We made it up and stayed upright. There'll be more of those. God, it's really pretty out here. I wish you could be with us. So now we're getting into some of the gnarly stuff. You can see Dan up there going ahead. This is actually part of the Hondo route, except it goes the opposite direction. We're at 90th and Munson Hill. This will be a lot of fun. So this is why we ride out here. Look at that gorgeous view. And these roads are crazy. There's some really big rock out here, but Dan and I both ride Specialized Pathfinder Pros, toughest gravel tire I've ever used. There's a shameless plug for you, Specialized. Yeah, if you didn't hear that, Dan just said he can't recall a single flat since we started riding them. That's true. Here's some more fun. Woohoo! Good gravel out here. Just a little gnarly. This is just way cool. Maybe I'm taking too much video of this particular stretch, but man, this is just awesome stuff. That's why Kansas is just this epicenter of gravel riding. There's a lot of cool little farms out in the back country. So you see these grain elevators are no longer used, and they just have stuff growing up all over them. Anyway, there's one out here. Yeah, we got More Fun Road right there. It's fun. And we're only 8 miles in, but there's just so much to see and show and share with you. We pass these little streams all the time out here in the Flint Hills. This one is especially pretty. Slow moving, but it is moving, so it's not nasty. I don't know if you can see in the video, but it's actually pretty clear too. You can see to the bottom. But there's all sorts of wildlife out here. I saw some deer track. In some of our travels out here, we've seen foxes, coyote, deer. Dan and I even ran across a bobcat not too long ago. But yeah, it's always fun to come out here and especially see a lot of wild turkey. Did I mention turkey? Yeah, one time buffalo was out loose from somebody that was raising them. So good times in the wildlife. Taking a slight detour, as Dan and I are wont to do. We ended up on some pavement, decided to find some gravel, so we're taking this road and we're going to connect up. Okay, so we're not going that way, but it looks interesting. We're not going that way. It looks interesting. Huh? Oh, yeah. We are going that way, which will get us back on route. But that was fun coming from that direction. Really rocky. Here, let me show you. If you look at some of this rock, this is some of the stuff we're bicycling through. Big old flint. And got a little bit more of it that way, but at least it'll get us back on route. Looks like a cool road. And here we are. This is the road we're gonna ride here. This is like Hunter Street. It's gonna be fun. Well, this is a pretty nutty road. Went through some really big thick rock on the uphill climb. Worried about the sidewalls. Now we're on this almost all grass section. It's a lot of fun though. We're really out in the Flint Hills now. Almost all the rock we see is flint. Pretty. Wind's kicking up. Just came down what's nicknamed the Dyke Road. We're going to do a little bit on US 400. And you can see what the wind's doing. So yeah, we're having a good time. Good day. Okay, so we came down it, mostly on the brakes. Now we're going to go back up it. We are just crazy. But Dan can pretty much talk into anything. So I can't believe I've actually done this when it was wet and muddy without ever getting off the bike, but I have. So now I'm going to do it while it's dry and windy. That was hard. Whew. Yeah. Went up Junkyard Hill after going down it. That's pretty insane, but we did it just because we wanted to. Here we are in historic Beaumont, Kansas. Place I was talking about earlier. They have an RV park out here. They got rid of the airplane that used to be here. The historic hotel, the grass landing strip for the airplanes, the restored Beaumont train station, and the Beaumont. You see the airplanes parked here? Oh, they moved the airplane. I see it now. All those planes are out here, people just eating lunch. And there's the historic water tower. And there's the, what was it? I think an old Lockheed maybe? I'm not sure. But that's pretty cool. And down there is the grass airstrip. And the airplanes just taxi up here. Very cool. Wind's really picking up, but there's a windmill farm there. Just want to show it to you. It's probably blowing about 20-25. So we got a little ways to go south into the wind, and after we get heading back north, it's going to be sweet. We in Beaumont ran into the daughter of a friend of ours, Gary Webb, who's also doing his bike MS today. Way to go, Gary. Well, they say the windmills are always put at the highest point around. We sure hope so, because we've been climbing steady for the last several miles. We got 4.5 more to go straight south, and that should be all the south we have to do today. But it'll be quite a bit of work to do those 4.5. Still got a bit of climb left to do too. So we just did a 5-mile stretch into the wind, open road, no windbreak, almost all ascent. And man, are we tired. That was a long ride. But now we start going west and north, and we'll catch a few wind breaks with get some tailwind and some trees eventually a little ways down this road. So Dan, wasn't that fun? Yes, sir. Yeah, he's lying. A lot of windmills out here, lots. Okay, finally getting ahead a little north, getting a tailwind. This is a pretty cool road. It's Flint Hills. This was actually paved north of 400. Not here. And here it's a pretty, looks like unridden dirt and gravel road. A lot of farm, I think, out here. Okay, so we did a quick review of our route. And we're taking, and this is, great when you're by you're a small group, you're not part of an organized ride, you can do these adjustments on the fly. So we skipped Grant, and now we're going down Munson Hill Road, which is a much better road, and it's a lot of fun. So we're now on the 2019 MS gravel route. It's a real pretty stretch of dirt and gravel that twists and turns and goes through trees, and comes to a really cool stone bridge, which I'll show you when we get there. Plus some old abandoned farm buildings like this on the left. Pretty cool. Here's a really cool old stone bridge that's on this route. We went over it, and I just decided to come back and show you to it in a little bit more detail. Besides the fact that it's really cool to ride over this arch stone bridge. It's really pretty water down below it too, as you can see. Anyway, well, I just bombed the downhill back there and hit 40.8, which is the first time I got over 40 this year. I guess for an old guy, it's not too bad. So we are back to Leon from where we started. About, could be just short of 60. So I might ride around the parking lot just to hit that number, because it's fun. So Dan and I just finished our bike MS for 2020. 60 miles of gravel, little pavement, 2,800 foot of climb. It was a lot of fun, but I know we both know people with MS. It's not a fun thing to have to deal with. So if you watch this video, if you enjoyed it, I'm going to put a link at the bottom where you can go and donate. So please consider that, and thank you for watching.